All right, everybody, we're back. This is really the one thing that's a missing piece. It's kind of a leftover. We've got some missing dimensions on the ground floor, and we've got no dimensions, practically speaking, on the second floor. So I want to take a few minutes. I want to put all that information back in the plan. So if I zoom in, because of the way the actual plan is set up, the overall dimensions that we're going to get on each side of the building are going to differ a little bit. So I'm going to come up here and click on aligned dimension. Every grid line that we select is actually the exterior face of framing. So those are the points that we're actually aiming for here. So I'm going to click between this grid and this one, this one. I'm going to skip this one, and I'm going to get this one. Now, why am I skipping this one here? Well, it's because we run onto this on the other side of the building. When we're looking at this facade, we don't see that wall, which is why I'm not going to dimension it. Now, as I move my mouse, my dimension line will snap in. There it is. Yeah, I hope you guys saw that. I'll pull that away, and I'm going to move it back. There it is. It snaps in place. That's sort of like the officially designated distance between dimension lines. So we know they're not too close together and they're not too far apart. So left click and it places that string of dimensions. Now for the bottom edge, I'm going to get these dimensions. I'm going to start here. I'm going to pass this grid line, but I will pick up this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Once again, I'm going to move my mouse up until it snaps into place just like that. Now, because we've already used our leader line to pick up some of this information here, we might need to make some modifications. So I'm going to pick up my modify tool, and I'm going to select this dimension string, and the dimensions with leader that I need to move out of the way for leaders. I'm going to grab those and pull them up and out of the way, because I don't want a dimension string associated with this, or a dimension text associated with this dimension line to be too close to this dimension line. You know what's kind of funny looking? I want the dimension text to be closer to this dimension line. So with the dimension highlighted, I'm going to click on Edit Type. Yep, okay, there it is. I know what's causing that now. Interesting. Okay. And scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. There it is. Text offset. I'm going to change that from a 16th to a 32nd. Click apply, click OK. Well, I didn't see hardly anything change there. Let's see what happens when I set that to 0, just for fun. Okay, yeah, it obviously did move. Okay. There we go. Set it to 1/64. I want it nice and close, but standing off just a little bit, not too much. Here we go. That's doing what I wanted to do now. Okay, dimension setting change, guys. Come back over to the right-hand side of the plan. Place some more dimensions. We'll start with grid line F to E to D to C to B, and then A. Even though A is obscured by this piece here, I still want A. There we go. Now what I'm going to do, I need to zoom in, and I need to place a dimension. Okay, there we go. I want the edge of the wall. Dimension there. Come on. Fine. Tab. There we go. And when I get those dimensions aligned up in a straight line, you can see that that dashed line shows up. So that's what I want there. All right, the only one we're missing is dimension string going across the top. Hello there, we've got a missing dimension. That's interesting. I'm going to go from grid line 6. I'm going to zoom in, hover my mouse over the part that I actually wanted to mention was the exterior face of jib or framing. Press tab once. There's what I wanted to mention. Left click. Zoom back out. I'm going to pick up grid line number 5. We'll go to grid. Yeah, we'll go to grid 4 even though we're really not picking anything up there. We'll just work our way across because it's what I've got on the handout. I've already got revision 4 that I need to post to the handout. I don't want to have to print and make revision number 5. So we're just going to get these dimensions all the way across. There we go, another left click. And I've got one missing dimension right over here. Modify, select my bottom dimension string, edit witness lines, zoom in, a little more. There we go. Hover my mouse over that same exterior face of framing that I've got right there. Press tab once. Doesn't quite look right. There we go. I had to zoom in a bit to get it. Left click. Zoom back out. Did I get it? Yes, I did. So left click out in space to accept that change. There we go. Yeah, the way that some of these dimensions are stacking up, it's a little redundant. Oh, I see what I've got. According to the handout, on this particular dimension string, I do not have that dimensioned. That's what's going on. Got it. Okay. So those are the missing dimensions on the ground floor. Now I need to go and place the missing dimensions on the second floor. I'm going to try this. Somebody tried it in class and said that it worked. So we're going to see. So I'm just going to come all the way across. My filter, check none, turn on dimensions, copy to clipboard, go to my second floor, paste, aligned to current view. Let's see what happens. Okay, some of the dimensions went and some of them didn't. And it appears that most of the missing bits have to do with doors. Up here, edit witness lines. It's a little strange that that span right through there is just completely missing. Haven't seen it do that before. So this is one of those cases where in my mind and the way that my brain thinks about these things, to have something come up unexpected that I can't really fix, in my mind is more problematic than starting from scratch and I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to click on Edit Witness Lines. I'm actually going to take all these out because I have a missing section in the middle, which is definitely an unusual occurrence. Left click so that this is now the established end. I'm going to edit my witness lines again and I'm going to start adding things. And does it work? Oh, that is so weird. I'm going to click escape and then undo that change. That is really strange. I haven't seen that. I have never seen that before. Okay, but we've actually saved ourselves a lot of time because there is a lot of commonality that's happening through here. So I'm going to place I'm just going to place a brand new dimension string right in between here, and it's going to line up. Oop, it didn't line up. Click escape, grab my dimension line, and drag him. I gotta zoom in and see what I'm doing. There we go. Oh. There we go. Took a minute or two. Yeah, I don't like doing that because now I've got one dimension string in Revit that's multiple entities, and that's just a weird thing. I'm not worried about these little bitty 1'6" dimensions here because they're picked up on the ground floor, and I'm not showing them on the handout. I'm going to pan this way. I need a dimension string right through here. So I'm going to start with, zoom in. I'm actually going to get the inside face of Jip here. So hover my mouse, press tab once, left click. Just like last time, I'm not worried about locating where the doors are. And for the Revit project, we are dimensioning to the center line of the walls, in most cases. And then I pull him out just a hair. What do we have here? 7, 9 1/4. Interesting, my little handout says that's supposed to be 10.5 inches. So what happens if apparently I'm an inch off somewhere. Oh well, it is what it is for right now. I'm just going to leave it. Pan this way. Okay, I've got this dimension here. Let's grab this dimension. I'm going to pull him up right through here. Edit witness lines. And I'm going to click on the wall between the toilet and the closet, and then the end of the closet here. I want to make sure I actually get the wall and not the door. There we go. That's happy. I think I may need to move him for readability. That's not really a good spot for him. I'm going to pull him back here. Grab my room tag and just pull him out a little bit. Select my dimension. Edit witness lines. Center line of wall. Center line of wall. Center line of wall. Center line of wall. Left click in outer space because I'm done. Let's zoom back. Check what's going on here. And we've got a little something that's happening here. So I'm going to select this dimension. Edit witness lines. Inside edge. Yes. Right there. Left click out of nowhere. What am I missing? Aha! That. It is witness lines. Back to the grid. Where does that leave us? Why am I still off? What does the ground floor say right there? It should say 7'3½", right? Yeah, 7'3½". Okay, I'm happy. There's another change for revision 4, as it were. And what was the other one? That one. Get those posted. Work my way around. Oh, we're on the ground floor. Need to be back to the second floor. Okay, we've got those. Everything is looking pretty good. Zoom a little back a little more. Happy, 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 happy. All right. A quick way to zoom extents. I did this a couple of times already. A quick way to zoom extents is type Z for zoom and A for all. I would say at the command prompt, but this is Revit, but just type ZA and it'll zoom extents. Now what I'm going to do now is these elevation indicators are really far away from the plan. I'm just going to move these so that they're a little closer in. So I'm going to highlight them, use my move command. Yeah, 35 feet. I'm going to come over this way, grab that one, move. Yeah, see, he's going to be more than 35 feet. I'm really just kind of eyeballing these. And the reason I'm doing this is because when I zoom extents, I don't want my extents to be so far away that my plan becomes a little bitty on my screen. And we can still fine tune the placement of these. Yep, I'll pull him down a little bit. So I'm going to select him. I'm just going to use my arrow keys on my keyboard and nudge him down a bit. About like that. That works. That works. Okay. And grab him. I'm just going to drag him over. Let's just put him right there. All right. So now that I'm zoomed out back far, when I type ZA, ZA, and you can see I'm zoomed in actually a little bit closer to the floor plan. It helps me read things. I click on the ground floor, ZA, pop in. I'm a whole lot closer. It just helps things read a little bit. Okay, guys, that's it. We're done with everything for the day, for the evening, for the weekend. We'll see you guys in class on Tuesday. And as I mentioned in class, we're actually going to start putting our documentation together, and you're really going to see some of the benefits of Revit. So have a great weekend. We'll see